You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. How you doing, Dan? Oh, it's brought to you in part by Reaper Arsenal Coffee.
Let us not forget that.
Yeah. How you doing,
Smells
Dan?
like freedom.
Oh,
Smells like freedom.
On three. 1, 2, 3.
Smells like freedom.
Wow.
This has been a train
I
wreck.
just told Dan a minute ago. He said, "Don't let me forget this." I pointed to my head and said, "Steel trap." And then I forgot everything I know, even my name.
Holy moly.
Dan, help us out.
One of my childhood heroes,
Okay,
born this day.
who's that?
Ladies and gentlemen, playing first base, number 3, your Minnesota Twins, Harmon Killebrew.
All right. Yeah.
Back in the day when your team stayed your team.
Okay.
Harmon Killebrew was a Minnesota Twin pretty much his entire career, as were all those guys back in the day. So
Yeah.
really liked going out and watch them when I was but a ute. I was a ute. Let's see, he was gopher on the Love Boat, and of course he managed to build a bridge and his United States representative out of Iowa, Fred Grandy.
Yeah.
Gopher.
I always liked Gopher. He was one of my favorites on that show.
He's a Sioux City fella,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's 73 today.
Nice.
These days, because I dig deep, he's got his own little radio show in D.C.
Really?
called the Grandy Group.
Really?
It's a true
I'm
story.
gonna check that out.
Yeah, tune it in now. Maybe it's podcasting. Hey, call number 7. You can win some tacos.
We should give away tacos.
Let's never do that as long as I live. That'd be great. And you know him, you love him. America's favorite pet judge, Gary Busey.
Oh, yeah. I love Gary Busey. I really do.
Have you ever watched that?
I think that's you have to have Prime Video to watch.
Oh yeah,
that.
yeah. I shared a video on Facebook of it. It's
hilarious.
If you don't know, William Gary Busey, William his real first name, Gary his middle name, is a judge on some show called Pet Judge, and I guess it's absolutely
Justice.
hilarious.
It is hilarious.
There are times and I think some of the people
It's so
are like
bizarre.
are actors and
It
actresses
is so
that
bizarre.
Yeah,
but it is hilarious. It really is.
Gary is 77 today.
Pet Justice.
It was 1863, this very day, the very first, and I have wondered about this, not just about banks, but about churches too. And now we actually have a record of it. This day, 1863, the very first national bank opens.
Oh, the first
Yes.
national.
Was the first.
That's quite the title.
You would just think East Coast immediately, right?
Yeah.
No, Davenport, Iowa.
So that's where the very first one.
The very first national bank.
But they just called it First National Bank.
Not
Yes.
first.
They didn't call it First.
No, because who knew they were
There
going
would
to
be more.
Yeah, that people were going to copycat
That's
that.
Yeah,
funny.
There's a lot of those.
For
out there.
instance, that was 1863. Now we have a First National Bank downtown.
Yeah.
It's one on the corner of the giant cement chicken out front.
Yeah, I think it's
one?
an eagle. Yeah.
What's funny is touristy people who come here on like Saturdays, they think that's part of Sculpture Walk. They take pictures.
Fell off the building is what
They
happened.
try to vote on it.
That used to be on the building. Seriously.
Yeah, it was on the roof.
Yeah, it fell down and landed there, and they're like, we'll just leave
It was on
it.
the roof. Actually, we didn't get our first national bank until 1885.
Johnny come lately.
So I just thought
That's a long time.
I'm still working on the first.
Before we were a state, Dan.
Yeah, I'm still working on the First Lutheran Church. That gets a little murky. A little murky.
Which was the first?
It was 1967. I only tell this story because I love his comment when the press shoved a mic in his face. 1967, this day, Rolling Stones guitarist and immortal Keith Richards is sentenced to 1 year in jail for drug charges.
Ooh.
And Keith said, I don't have a drug problem. I have a police problem. And it was 2008. Thomas Beatty, the world's, you can't make this up. Thomas Beatty, the world's first pregnant man, gives birth to a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it later found out that he was a biological female?
Actually, yes, Thomas was transgender, transitioned into a man in 1998, but kept the mommy parts, which
And
is how
had a baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But still, the media approached it as the first pregnant man. Kind of ran with that.
Sure.
So
It was very confusing to many.
if I'm glad we have all that cleared up now. There you go.
Yeah.
I know. You know. We all know, and we can just forge ahead.
Let's just do that. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Reaper Arsenal Coffee.
Smells like
freedom.
Good job, you guys.
Are you ready to travel again?
Join us for the best week of your life.
The Sands is an immersive Gen X era experience for 5 sun-filled and fun-filled days at Dreams and Secrets all-inclusive resorts in Cancun.
Enjoy music from Billy Idol,
Cheap Trick,
Little River Band,
The Hooters,
Tesla,
Wang Chung,
Firehouse,
Honeymoon Suite,
CNC Music Factory.
The Jets, and more.
Make plans to join us for the Sands.
October 25th through 30th.
Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
That's radiotravelgroup.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. And Dan, what do you find interesting on this fine Tuesday?
You know, I'm just going to right up front gonna come clean here. I don't really find this all that interesting, but
So you're lying to us right off the bat?
I'm not necessarily lying. I'm only sharing this information because it's the perfect setup for a story about you and Heidi that I think the world needs to know about.
Of course we do, yeah.
Okay.
All right. This,
Is it the lawn mowing story?
it is!
That's Dan's favorite story.
Bear with me here. Is there a best time of day to mow the lawn? Turns out there is.
If you need me, I'll be in the other room getting coffee. I don't need to be here for this.
There is a best time of day to mow
When is that,
the
Dan?
lawn. Yes, it's irritating, and I do have a guy in my neighborhood, and he's retired, and God bless him, but man, his lawn is his life.
Yeah.
And I can wake up on Saturday morning to leaf blowers and
6:05
gas-powered
a.m.
trimmers, but yeah, it's close, 7:30, 8 o'clock in the
7:30.
morning, whatever. I try not to mow mine until after 10,
Yeah.
just because
For other people. Yeah.
neighbors. And turns out that ain't bad. The best time to mow your lawn is mid-morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Good.
Because the majority of the dew and the
dew is
moisture is gone. And
But it's not so dry
and
that
it's
you're
not
going to
glaring
kill
hot,
it.
And it gives your lawn a little time to recover. And,
Sure.
and
Who
get
has left, but the
Okay.
don't hasn't arrived.
That's it. Second best time is late afternoon.
Yeah.
Really?
Somewhere in there between like 5 and 6. Yeah. Worst time is at night or mid-afternoon when it's just blaring. and dry
Mid-afternoon would be
out.
too hot.
I'd
yeah.
say the worst time is like 4:30 in the morning. Your neighbors will let you
You
know.
know, John, which leads me to this story because you really wouldn't know. I've never actually seen you use a lawnmower. So this is true. This was a year ago.
It was.
I stumbled over to John and Heidi's house. Relatively, they had bought the house recently. They were doing all kinds of work in the yard, and
I
they're
think it
doing
was
interior
2019,
work,
yeah.
exterior work, whatever. John and I end up in the in-home office. We're just kind of blah, 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 blah. Heidi comes in from mowing the lawn.
Good job, by the way, baby.
Stops into the kitchen to check on the from-scratch dinner she's making for John, disappears into the basement to put in another load of laundry. And as she comes back up the stairs and is passing the office, John goes, your lawn mowing leaves a little to be desired. All kinds of grass clippings, one out on the sidewalk, and if the neighbors see that, that's not going to look real good.
What will the neighbors think?
And I'm over here just wondering how quick she can find a firearm.
Yeah. Looking back, maybe I could have worded that differently.
Literally, picture John standing there. Suddenly, he has a giant shovel in his hands, and he's digging this big pit he's just sinking down into.
It's pretty much.
She's finished the lawn. She's prepping dinner, doing laundry, and John says, "Hey, we need to have a little chat there.
Talk about the quality of this lawn work.
Coming
we're
up a
doing.
little short there, dear." It was hilarious.
If you don't mind me, I'll be in here sharing witty memes on Facebook.
Wow.
So you're saying I should start pulling my weight around here?
And that's the thing. And the next day they were still married, and I had John a plaque made. Just a tribute for living through that.
I am amazed at how many times you bring that up, by the way.
I love that story so much.
He tells it all the time.
No, I sat over in my chair just thunderstruck.
He's had 2 different children of his own that were born. This story is even more fun to tell than the time he had those children.
It's just one of my favorite stories.
Oh, gosh.
One of the most awesome things I've ever heard. Ever.
Thanks for bringing that up, Dan.
You betcha.
That's why we call this stuff Dan finds interesting.
Addiction. It's a problem for many, and addiction can drive away those who love you the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, broken relationships, and, if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner, 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. I was there yesterday, guys. I went there for lunch.
I love that place.
And I had to do a little quality control to make sure that their chislic was still up to snuff, and it certainly was.
Some of the best.
Man, it's good.
If you want to hang a little left next time you're in there, they have got a nice little tuna melt type thing.
Oh, yeah.
Love tuna
You know what?
melts.
High end. It's amazing.
No, that's not. I was going to say, I think that's what the gentleman I met with, but he ordered a pineapple something. Because I remember when he said, with something with the word pineapple in it, I was like, what is he going to get? I was expecting like a flaming pineapple, but it's like a pineapple burger, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
everything is
Oh, they
good.
have so many amazing things to choose from.
Oh, yummy. So what do you got for us, Dan?
Well, we have a changing of the guard. If you're not aware, this is kind of a big deal.
Oh, what's that?
Later this July, in fact, first or second week in July, Lieutenant Jonathan Thumb will take over next Sioux Falls police chief.
Yeah, congratulations.
Succeeding current chief Matt Burns, who's an amazing guy. Matt's scheduled to retire July 23rd after 25 years of fantastic service. Mayor Paul Tenhanken announced that choice Friday
Very cool.
of last week.
Congratulations.
Yep, Thumb's a long-respected career Sioux Falls PD for the past 16 years. He has served as a field training officer, department training officer, sergeant, lieutenant, and SWAT commander.
Wow.
I think it's probably a pretty good pick.
Yeah,
I'd say so.
absolutely. Sounds like it.
Yeah, and then just to recap, because we miss most of it because we're not involved in it, which is because we have a pretty amazing police force.
We do.
Which numbers approximately 275 active officers.
Right.
Thank you,
out
each
on
and
the
every one of you.
streets.
Absolutely. God bless them.
In the last 30 days, our men and women in blue responded to almost 8,000 calls.
Ow.
Everything from domestic disturbances, disputes, to vehicle accidents, to burglaries, to arsons, fistfights, and
That's awesome. They're awesome.
shootings. So,
Yeah.
yep. So I think that's.
See an officer? Give him a thank you.
Yeah, just give him a little nod.
I was going to say give him a hug,
Thanks,
but
man.
you might get shot.
Probably not. They're coming at you. Can I give you a hug?
It's
No.
just interesting
Stand
to
down.
think that Sioux Falls, which is still a small town,
It is,
certainly
yeah.
growing, but still considered a small market,
Yeah.
is that 911 is lighting up almost 8,000 times a month.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Crazy.
Some of it's pretty serious stuff. So.
And only like a third of those have to do with Ranger Dan, who's coming in here.
Yeah,
a
and
little
very
bit.
very seldom does any of that make the news because there's no skirmishes, there's no baloney, there's no. It's being done right. So
Yeah, they're doing a good job.
good for them, and congratulations to Lieutenant Thumb, soon to be police chief. So we got your back, man.
Dan, thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure, guys. Really.
We'll have you back again tomorrow. How about right in the same spot at the same time? Huh?
I think that's what people are expecting.
Well, we'll do that.
Well, we'll see if Heidi's all done with the chores around here.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you this whole month by SiouxFallsFireworks.org.
If you're looking for special prices on some pretty amazing products, check out the website radiosavings.com. We're adding new items all the time, so you might find something cool. And you can save money when you buy stuff at radiosavings.com. One other thing many people like, many of the products you'll find at radiosavings.com are made in the USA. Good quality items at great prices. Radiosavings.com.
We can save you more.
Radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We're going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. And I got a guy on the phone that's going to brighten your evening with fireworks. We've got Mike from the fireworks store. How you doing, Mike?
Oh, fantastic, John. How are you?
I am fantastic as well. We are so excited to be working with you to do the fireworks this coming weekend on the 4th of July at the W.H. Lyon Fairgrounds. And we're going to circle back to that in a minute. But I want to talk right now about, you got fireworks stands. You got a bunch of them, don't you?
Yeah, we do. We have 8 locations, John. We got, oh boy, we don't even know where to start. We're over in Harrisburg, across from Casey's, and in Hartford, across from the C-Store, in the City of T, the sports complex. We're at the Marlin's Family Restaurant parking lot, on the T exit. We're on the Brandon exit on I-90. Let's see here, Renner, next to the Safari Bar and Grill, Bucklet's Meat Shop, and also we have one in Lake Madison on the southeast corner there.
So if people kind of forget where that is, we have a link on our page, sunnyradio.com. Look for the fireworks store. When you click that, it'll take you right there so you can find them. But the thing that's really cool, one of the reasons we love working with you, and people will notice when you're listening to Sunny, you only hear ads for the fireworks store. We don't have ads for everybody else. This is who we encourage you to go to because you guys do some really good stuff. You got a great giving back program. Let's talk a little bit about that.
We do. You know, this is our 10th year anniversary, John, and something we've been involved with from day one for 10 years now is Feeding South Dakota. We love their mission and what they do, so what we did was we created this promotion where you bring in 5 canned goods or more, and you get 25% off your entire purchase, and then we donate those cans to Feeding South Dakota.
And that's been thousands and thousands of pounds of food over the last 10 years. So thank you to everybody who donates the food, but a huge thank you to the fireworks store for doing what you're doing. That goes a long way.
Yeah, we do. We love what we do there for that cause. And, you know, our goal this year, John, is to get 4,000 pounds of cans this year. So we're pretty excited about that. And then we have another fundraiser that we're involved with, and that's Emily's Hope. We've been involved with that now for 3 or 4 years, I think it is. And when people come into our stands, they can donate $10 to Emily's Hope, and we give them 25% off your entire purchase.
That's a really cool thing. So if you're looking for fireworks for your personal use, for your family to go out and do stuff, or I guess if you have a business, you're going to do it for business use too, that's cool. But if you're going to be doing fireworks, go to the fireworks store, get your fireworks there, and now you're going to have fun and you're going to help somebody else as well. I think it's really cool that you do that, Mike.
Well, thank you, John. We're excited about coming in this coming year. Our inventory levels are great. You know, there's some things we've tripled up on because we think it's going to be very busy.
I agree. And now we got to talk about this coming weekend, Sunday night, the 4th of July, W.H. Lyon Fairgrounds. This is the first time we've had a chance to have you as the fireworks supplier for that. But it's not your first rodeo. You've done these shows before, haven't you?
Yes, we have. First off, we're very blessed to get the honor to have the show for the city of Sioux Falls surrounding area. But we do other towns, too, where we do these pyro musical shows where we create these shows that are synchronized to music. The fireworks go off according to the song. So it's pretty kind of a special deal, and we're blessed, very grateful to have the opportunity to do, at least going to be a 20-minute show for the city of Sioux Falls and surrounding area this 4th of July.
It's going to be a whole lot of fun, and I've got a little bit of a preview. I've been talking to Mike about what they're doing, and we're super excited. Now, you can watch it from anywhere in Northwest Sioux Falls and listen to the music on the radio, but we really want you to be at the fairgrounds, at the W.H. Lyon Fairgrounds. Get a seat in the grandstand, because that's going to be like the best place to watch it, and you've got a lot of fun things that they're kind of only going to see if they come to the W.H. Lyon Fairgrounds, right?
That is correct. You know, you're going to see more layered effects in our show versus other shows. I mean, you're going to have all the big boomers, but we do a lot of creative stuff that nobody else does, special effects too, that you will see in our show that you probably haven't seen anywhere else.
It's going to be a whole lot of fun. That's coming up this Sunday, the 4th of July, Independence Day. Mike, we're excited to work with you. Thank you for doing what you're doing. And again, thank you so much for working with us, and we're excited to have you as a part of the event this weekend.
Thank you, John, and God bless.
Again, Mike Denning, he's with the Fireworks Store. If you're looking for them, you can find a link right on our page, sunnyradio.com. It'll take you right to their store. Or you can go to SiouxFallsFireworks.org, and there's a link there as well that'll take you right there. But the Fireworks Store, 8 locations in the Sioux Empire. Check them out. Again, all those different locations have these great giving back programs. All the details also at Facebook.com/SunnyRadio.
I kind of feel like I've been talking about BetterCreditCards.com forever now, but we want to mention that BetterCreditCards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. Why should that matter to you? Because this can save you money every single month. There's no fee to check it out, so when you get a minute, click on the website BetterCreditCards.com and see if we can help you find a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner, brought to you by Reaper Arsenal.
Well, I'm ruggedly handsome. I'm a heck of a man. I mess around with nature whenever I can.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love the little critters and the big critters too. Like to cook them up in a tasty stew.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, it's time for Critter Corner right here on Sunny. If you like the show, then send me some money.
He's Ranger Dan.
Cash and credit card only. Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
And a snappy salute off the well-started brim, the old Ranger Dan cap to you two. How you doing over there, Doozer? Hello, Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Heidi, I'd be remiss if I didn't, in some way, shape, or form, try to wrap up. And I don't even know how far we got down this rabbit hole, but somehow we got on the subject of rabbits. I think, sometime last week. And,
we did.
Well, that's the thing that just keeps on giving, doesn't it?
Hippity hopping down that trail, yeah.
Oh, boy, it did. Down the old rabbit trail. I thought we'd wind things up here. And again, I haven't mentioned it in quite a while. And, the old Ranger Dan coffers are getting a little light. And in case you don't know, I've got a best-selling album out there.
Oh, yeah.
On double platinum. And that, I hope, is a gift that keeps on giving. It's called Ranger Dan Quacks You Up. It was recorded live during an open mic night. I think that was a Tuesday. Sometime last January at Cheetah's Bar and Grill in beautiful Sicily, France. You can get your own double album set, maybe a poster too, but I sure doubt it. We didn't have any produced. But if there were a poster included, it would just be a couple bucks more. So let's say $39.95.
Okay.
For the two albums and possibly a poster. Plus shipping and handling. You can go to the old Ranger Dan website there. Have your credit card ready. Click it on. Below 48 to 53 weeks for delivery. So I completely forgot about this, but I did a little set on rabbits when I was cutting that album up there at Cheetah's in Sisson. Well, sorry, it's classic, and I'm sure you've heard it before, but it's certainly worth repeating. What do you call a bunch of rabbits that are hopping backwards?
What?
It's a receding hairline.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
my gosh.
Oh boy, there's a pack of wolves chased a couple of rabbits into a thicket there, and after catching their breath, one rabbit he turns to the other and he says, "So, you want to make another run for it, or just stay here for a few days and outnumber them?" Kind of think about that. We'll wrap it up. This is probably my favorite rabbit. What do you call? Hey. What do you call, Gene and Heidi? What do you call a guy with a bunch of rabbits in his pants?
What?
Warren. What? Warren. It's a rabbit. Warren.
Oh, is it? I was like, I don't get this one.
That's a pretty highbrow humor. Yeah, that's what they call rabbits.
Apparently.
Like rabbits, they dig a hole. Bottom of the hole's a warren where they live.
Okay, I did not know that.
I should have said a guy with a bunch of rabbits in his butt. Then you can't do that.
Warren.
It's a family show. They call him Warren.
Thank you for all that, Ranger Dan.
And order your Ranger Dan Quacks You Up today. I'm not kidding around.
He'll explain the jokes to you, too.
On the next Critter Corner Radio Ranger is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Addiction. It's a problem for many, and addiction can drive away those who love you the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, broken relationships, and, if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, June 29th, 2021. Equity markets were mostly muted Monday, but managed to scramble their way higher. The S&P 500 began the week with a gain of less than 0.25%, but set a new all-time high. Monday action was led by the tech sector. The The NASDAQ composite gained roughly 1% at the height of the session, with some names making larger moves. The FANG stocks were in the spotlight, with most gaining at least 0.9%. The day's leader was Facebook, which advanced more than 4% on needed good news. Market activity this week will focus heavy on the economic data. This week is the turn of the month, which means we'll get the June reading of the non-farm payroll report. The analysts are expecting job creation to pick up from the previous month, but to remain well below the 1 million mark expected by many Wall Street participants. The biggest risk for the market now may be the pace of job creation. Weak job creation could spell doom for the market. You can get the inside track in your inbox at marketbeatminute.com.